Hi there, and welcome to episode 12 of the Meaningful Nonsense Podcast. In this episode, we dive into barbecuing and grilling and what you'll see at one of our cookouts. It was a fun one to record, and we got Dolan back, so we hope you enjoy.
Welcome aboard!
Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of the Meaningful Nonsense Podcast. Guys, how are we doing?
Well,
Because we got all three today.
yeah, I'm back.
It's no longer two guys on a couch.
Right, back in the saddle. Back in the saddle again.
Aerosmith style.
Yeah,
How you doing?
good.
Why did you miss last week?
So, as those who heard, I was redecorating basically two rooms. My bedroom was priority, so I had to get that one out of the way, and I knew at the time it would have taken too long to finish, and I also have to go to bed really early because I have to wake up really early. So I took the executive decision and skipped last week to finish my bedroom.
Okay. You know, if there was any good reason to miss the podcast, it's because you have to wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.
4 a.m., yeah.
Yeah.
And go to work.
Yeah.
Which
is looming tomorrow.
It is. Today we're getting a later podcast. The only issue is that today it was some of the best weather Oklahoma has seen in 2019.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably the best
The best.
weather day.
It was warm during the day, but a nice cool breeze.
It was like
A light breeze, just to make it cool.
it was like 70 at the warmest.
Yep.
How can you beat that?
You can't. You
Sunny.
can't. Not too hot, not too cold. Just nice and warm. Sun soaking up the vitamin D. It's just a wonderful day. So wonderful, in fact, that we did one of the greatest
American traditions
ever.
And
that was having a good old barbecue. Or grill out.
B-B-Q.
BBQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice time. It's what spurred it was I knew we were all meeting for the podcast. We had a grill.
There was a grill there.
There was a grill. All we had left to make was get some meat, get some sides.
I mean, y'all had
Succulent
chicken.
meat.
Succulent meats.
You already had chicken.
Yeah, I had
Very nice chicken breast.
sized chicken breasts
Just
to grill.
Really, they were pretty big breasts.
Yeah, they were. They were
They
big
were.
breasts.
Well, you see, me, I've kind of been worn out on chicken because personally have had a lot of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought ribeye steak, and it was delicious.
And he bought me one, and it was off the chain.
Yeah.
I'm still full as
I
could be.
know,
It's like
I'm
a pound.
engorged. I know, it's
That
like a
steak
pound
was at least a
steak.
pound.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
sure.
since this episode is going to be about barbecue or grilling, what kind of meats we like on the grill, what kind of sides we like, if we partake in any certain adult beverages, if what do we like with our barbecues? What is going to make a barbecue
I'll tell
for
you the best thing with the barbecue is a good old glass of lemonade, which we did not have any today.
No, we didn't.
But that is one of the best things you can have at a
yeah.
barbecue.
So basically, we're going to cover everything what we like about barbecues. Yep. Our chosen sides.
Maybe some of the traditions that go with it.
Mm-hmm. Might even tell you a little bit of facts that you probably already know, but like enjoying to hear anyways. Does that sound good to you guys?
That sounds
think
perfect
that
to
works.
me.
All right.
Are we just getting going right now?
I think, well, actually, you know what?
No.
How was your Monday through Saturday?
Okay, I had a great week because I took Thursday and Friday off, paid vacation. That's always the best part.
That's such a nice perk that a job can give you,
and
is to have so much paid vacation.
The good thing is that paid vacation really helped because I've bought a lot of stuff.
You bought all the Guitar Heroes that have been made.
Not every single one.
All but one.
Two.
All but two.
All but two. I even bought Rock Band 1 through 3 and already had Rock Band 4.
It's quite the collection of
That is
music video games.
Rhythm games.
It really is.
Yeah.
But That's good. Landon,
Yeah.
how was your Monday through Saturday?
It was all right.
All right. How was the fishing tournament?
The competitive fishing tournament that we talked about last week. It was good. We ended up winning.
He won!
This is all that you can ask
The
for.
champions.
That is all that you can ask for.
No.
He was number one.
Yeah. I think there was 34 teams.
34 teams?
Yeah. It was a pretty decent turnout.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
it was
awesome.
fun.
Oh, that's
And it was
that's all
also
you
a
can
gorgeous
ask for.
day.
Yeah, beautiful day. You go out, get some good bass fishing in, catch a few or more, and then win the dang thing.
Yeah.
You just win it all.
Now,
Just
for those
take home the
who
trophy.
don't know, would you like to go ahead and say how it is scored?
No, we talked about that last week.
Oh,
We
did
did
you?
talk
It's like
about it last
somebody
week.
doesn't listen to the Meaningful
I
Options
only listened to
podcast.
the part where y'all were talking about me.
Real quick, yeah, it's your heaviest 5 fish
Okay.
wins. Real
That-
simple.
Yeah, I mean, and you can catch as many as you want, and then when you get one that's bigger than your worst
You just
air
kick
quotes
out
fish,
the smallest.
you just kick out the smallest, throw it back in. Just
Yeah.
toss it in
But
to the lake
It was a
on
pretty
which it
good.
lives.
It was a pretty good deal. Winning is hard to do, even in a small
because,
club.
like we said, there's an element of luck.
Mhm.
But there's also an element of just knowing where you need to be, what times you got to be out, which I imagine it starts at the same time everybody gets out there.
Yeah.
So, just knowing your spots, knowing
What baits to use, how to use them. Yeah, there's a lot of
there's
skill.
strategy. There is skill and strategy to fishing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm glad you guys won, took home first place prize.
Thank you, sir.
Did you win biggest fish?
No,
Okay.
some other guy.
Okay. Well,
Which
well,
happens.
You won the whole thing.
Which actually happens surprisingly a lot.
The
guys
people
that-
that win don't always have the biggest bass.
Yeah, the guys that had the biggest bass, that was their only fish.
They just happen to catch the
Yeah.
biggest fish of the
It's like-
field.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that sounds fun. I could go for some fishing. I'm
I
gonna
can
need
go
to
for a nice
get my
long
rod
fishing
out.
trip.
Which
Yeah.
Peyton has my rod.
I think you said that
overtook
on the
it.
previous episode.
Yeah, but oh well. I'll get it back.
You just walk up and take it.
But all right, my week Monday through Saturday was pretty good. I worked minus Wednesday, had a day off.
Hey, you get tomorrow
Bought a
off,
new
though.
TV. Yeah, I am off tomorrow. That's why this late podcast doesn't affect me like it does these two guys.
Yeah.
It's probably my fault that we're here so late. I'm the one that barbecued, that said, "Hey, let's do this," and that's what we did. But
your
all right,
TV.
but now that I brought up barbecue, on what?
Your TV, you didn't.
Oh yeah, I bought a new TV, just a 50-inch.
4K.
It's the first TV I've ever bought for myself.
Right.
Bought.
Yeah,
What
bought.
kind of word is that?
Man, that's perfect grammar. Yeah.
That I've ever bought for myself.
And Dalton and I have the same brand TV.
Yeah, it's a TLC 50-inch TV, 4K with Roku.
Yep.
It's
Mine
a 55.
is a 55.
Because that guy's a one-upper.
I'm not.
You want up?
I bought it first.
He had it first.
How can you one up if I had it first?
Okay, I'm a one lower.
You one downed him.
Yeah, I did. I one down him. Said I'm buying your TV, but smaller.
No, he was gonna say, "I'm gonna buy a 65-inch of your TV."
I was going to do that. Genesee opted to save the $200.
It is, yeah, $200 more.
Yeah. But you know what? Now that I had mentioned barbecue, we're going to get right into it. And first, I'm going to ask the man to my left that you guys are seeing on the right, what is your favorite cut of meat? Beef, that is.
Cut of beef.
To grill.
To grill.
Hmm.
Don't worry, you're going to be needing to formulate your opinion.
You know,
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we weren't talking smoking because it's
You
going to
know-
be very different.
Oh, yeah, it's so totally
T-bone.
different.
T-bone's always great.
T-bone.
The one I had today, which is a nice, good ribeye,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tender.
tender,
Cooks
tender with a
really
bit of
well.
chew.
Cooks really well. Nice marbling.
Yep.
Of fat. The fat
You know,
on the
even if you
edge.
put a little bit of brown sugar on it and give it a little bit of sweet crusting to it,
Yeah,
that
you
is
it's
great.
pretty versatile.
It is
pretty
nice.
versatile
It's
meat.
very
of
versatile meat.
I guess I'll go ahead and give mine
Okay.
before we get to Landon. I probably would go with the ribeye as well.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just the most tender. It's easier to make sure that you don't get too much of a chew, or too much of a undercooked. Like it's thick enough to where it ends up being just a solid steak.
Yeah, because a lot of people I know in our family like a melt in your mouth steak. I'm not that person. I don't want it mushy.
But you can get a ribeye that way if you want it.
You can.
But you can cook it a little bit longer to your medium well.
I would go ribeye too, just because of the reasons listed.
Ribeye.
So diverse, well balanced fat to protein ratio, and yeah, I think that was. I would throw a T-bone in there.
Yeah, I would too, or like a porterhouse, where you get your fillet.
Yeah.
Your
fillet and your
strip.
Does
it have a ribeye in there? I think it does. I think the ribeye.
Porterhouse, I think, has 3 of them.
We're going to show our ignorance on this topic here on this podcast.
Well, you see, I really only eat T-bone and ribeye, so I really don't know, actually.
And actually, I'll do a fillet with lobster. That's good.
Get a little bit of surf and turf?
Yeah.
Surf and turf.
I love me some lobster. So the T-bone and porterhouse are, this is from Wikipedia, steaks of beef cut from the short loin. Both steaks include the T vertebrae bone that you get. Porterhouse steaks are cut from the rear end and thus include more tenderloin steak and a large strip steak. T-bone steaks are closer to the front, contain a smaller section of tenderloin. The smaller portion of a T-bone when sold alone is known as the filet mignon.
Or as I like to call it, the filet mignon.
Filet mignon. I personally am not a huge fan of the filet, and let me tell you why.
I'm not either.
It's just a little bit too thick. And if you get it too overcooked, air quotes, for those who like a well done, it's just tough. But I don't like it tender.
There's very, very little fat.
It was, I would say, the hardest cut of beef to cook, I feel like.
Yeah.
To your standard. Now, some people love it rare.
I would.
Just cook all sides a little bit.
Now that we're on the topic of steak, how do you guys like tartare?
It is the worst thing ever invented.
I've never actually ate it.
I haven't eaten it.
It's raw steak.
Yeah,
mush. It's raw mush.
Mush with the egg in the center.
Yeah, that's enough about that.
I can't do it. Yeah, I haven't eaten it. I probably wouldn't eat it. Yeah. And I don't plan on eating it.
The only thing,
it's weird.
It's the caviar of beef.
Yeah. I would like to eat Wagyu beef.
Wagyu?
Wagyu beef.
Pardon me.
It's the, pardon me.
Wagyu?
Yeah, so it's
Kobe,
Japanese breed of beef cattle.
Wagyu.
And it's supposed to be, the marbling is through,
$400?
Yeah, they can be very expensive.
That one's $1,000.
It looks very marbled.
Yeah, it's very marbled. It's increased in fat percentage due to decreasing grazing and an increasing using feed.
Kobe beef.
Yeah, and Kobe beef is another one of those high. What did I say?
Kobe.
Well, whatever. In America, I call it Kobe.
Kobe beef.
Kobe, but Kobe beef is one of those really expensive cuts of steak.
Yeah.
Because they massage their cows and feed it milk and just to make it more tender and have a more fat content. But yeah, Wagyu is Japanese and it's just more marbled. And people eat it in little small bits. They cut the steak into small sections.
Okay, so Kobe is Wagyu and Angus cattle bred together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see in the United States portion, Japanese Wagyu cattle are bred with Angus cattle, which the crossbreed is named Kobe beef.
Nice. That's a fun fact.
You learn something new every week, folks.
You do.
You listen to this show,
you gonna learn something. You gonna learn today. But yeah, so, if we're talking steak, I don't mind a good New York strip steak.
Neck strip's
just
good.
a tenderloin,
Even a sirloin.
Sirloin.
I mean,
can be good if you get good quality.
Absolutely.
I'm a simple person. You can give me a skirt steak.
Yeah, I know. So inexpensive cut of meat.
Carne asada.
Carne asada.
Yeah.
It's just seasoned well.
Fajitas.
Fajitas.
I just love meat in general. As being a carnivore, as we all are. I just something about meat at a barbecue is wonderful.
Give me falling off the bone ribs.
Now, if we're talking smoked meats, ooh, buddy.
Smoked meats.
Well, you see, I feel smoking and grilling is barbecue.
Okay.
Barbecue
for sure.
is kind of the main category, and whether you're grilling or smoking is a subcategory.
Okay. I can get down with that. Well, if we're in the smoking category,
we might as well touch on it.
We have to. It's required of us for this podcast, I believe.
Yeah.
And for me, and then you get into if you're going to get a dry rub, a liquid rub.
Oh, a dry rub is the way to go.
You get into all the different types of barbecue sauces, whether it's mustard-based, vinegar-based.
And like I said with the ribeye, if you put brown sugar all over a rib and get a little bit more sweet flavor with the savory, salty pepper, it is the best combination of meat.
So on this, in America, barbecue.
Well, especially where we are.
Yeah, in Oklahoma, we kind of get the different type of barbecues. We have Kansas City barbecue, Memphis barbecue,
Texas.
You have your Carolinas. You have different types. There's, like I said, mustard-based, vinegar-based, light and heavy tomato-based sauces. We're just kind of like a melting pot, if you will, of all the different types.
Yeah, and then the wood
your different woods. Hickory,
hickory
is probably the most predominantly used wood.
Hickory's pretty dang common.
Absolutely.
Applewood.
Okay, that is very interesting. Let me read it a little bit. Y'all go ahead and keep talking. Alabama is known for distinctive white sauce, which is mayo and vinegar. Yeah, my brother does not like mayo or sour cream.
Basically, if
mayo and vinegar combined doesn't sound like a very good combination.
I don't like mayo, and I don't really like the taste of vinegar. And when it's heavy, you know what I mean?
It's mainly used, or predominantly used on chicken and pork.
Okay. Well, I don't get much into the semantics of barbecue the way that some. You got your pit masters who know every single type. They know the way they think their ribs or their brisket or their pork. Whether they like to use pork ribs or beef ribs, they've got it down to a science.
Another fun fact.
I'm just one huge enjoyer of smoked meats or cooked meats.
Yeah. Especially ribs for me personally.
On the mackerel, ribs. Ooh. Pork or beef.
Such a good flavor to meat thickness ratio.
Yeah.
Pork ribs.
Pork ribs are the best.
Another fun fact. Country showing out there. Another fun fact. Western Kentucky, the preferred meat is mutton. And for those who don't know, mutton
chops
is sheep.
Sheep meat.
Also,
you get into roasts and roasting a whole hog.
Yeah.
Which we do
the entire hog.
With an apple in the mouth?
Apple in the mouth.
Yeah, it's the stereotype is true on that one.
You get your pulled pork.
Pulled pork
and we haven't even touched on sides, folks.
I like a good chopped brisket.
I love chopped brisket.
Now, if we get on the basis of sides, you'd almost have to think traditionally the most well-known is coleslaw.
For barbecue?
For barbecue.
I would go pretty high with that, or I would, your baked beans.
You're just your traditional mashed potatoes and beans.
Your tater salad.
Tater salad. Oh, yeah.
All of these things that I'm just not a huge fan of. And that's
I don't
always
really like
kind
any
of
of that.
something that
Are you kidding
bothers
me?
me about.
Yeah, it's a crush
I
of
love
me.
potato salad and beans.
I don't like potato salad. I don't like macaroni salad. I don't really like any
macaroni
of those
salad too.
starchy salads.
Like if I go to a barbecue joint, I'm probably going to get okra.
Yeah, okra.
See, I hate okra.
Or even fries.
Fried okra, and some of them have fries.
Mm-hmm. So not a lot. It's more of to appease the kids, but I partake in that because...
Yeah. A lot of the best ones have like 3 items.
Yeah, I know.
Ribs, brisket, tater salad.
Yeah, I know. That's all they give.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything about grilling or barbecuing depends on where you're from, what you like, whether you're going to have a beer on the side.
Yeah.
An adult beverage. I don't know if that changes our rating if we talk about adult beverages. But do you guys like to partake in a little bit of adult beverage when you're grilling?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. As long as you do it responsibly.
Yeah.
Especially in the spring.
Oh, yeah.
Just soaking in the beautiful weather.
Yeah. You got to be sitting outside with a 32-ounce Miller High Life.
Yeah, a liter of Miller?
Liter of Miller.
You did have a liter of Miller.
I did have a
earlier.
liter of Miller.
We're
going to call this podcast Inebriation City.
And a 6-pack of Mick Ultras.
And a 6-pack of Mick Ultras. And a Reds.
JK.
I only have 2 Mick Ultras and a Reds.
Yeah.
No, there are, as you can see, but they cannot, 4 main types of barbecue. 2 of which we covered, smoking and grilling. And then you have the less common, I would say, roasting and braising.
Yeah, because you're using an open flame in a roast.
Yeah.
It's almost like what I would call, either way you do like a rotisserie.
Kind of like a weenie roast.
Yeah, a weenie roast. It's the same.
Or a bologna roast.
Yeah, bologna roast. It's the same type of cooking. It's an open flame or an open source of heat, and it's just almost like a convection oven. You know what I mean? It's just the heat is coming over it in waves. Some sort of fan, stove oven, something like that.
Yep.
I mean, you can cook anything that. We haven't even covered dessert yet. That's for later.
You can roast anything. Just watch the SpongeBob BC or whatever that episode is called.
Yes, roast anything. Bread.
Like roast little white objects.
Because they finally get fire.
Yeah.
Greatest show of all time. Side note.
Rick and Morty.
Even above ER.
I never even watched that.
I've never watched a second of ER.
JK.
JK. That was a nice addendum there.
Rowling.
But yeah. I forgot where our track was.
I don't even know if it matters.
I don't even know if it matters.
But yeah. I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I don't even know what I was going to say.
So, like, pork loin is a meat to me that is probably not my go-to at like a cookout.
Yeah.
Smoked pork loin, because to me it's too dry of a meat.
It's a very tough one to not over dry.
Yeah, absolutely. And any amount of heat,
really any white meat,
any of your smoking can change that.
Except fish.
Yeah, fish. Boo. Smoked fish.
Smoked salmon.
I'm just not a huge fan of salmon.
Yeah.
Or salmon, as some of you fancy people might say.
Smoked salmon is not my favorite thing. It's got a very bold flavor.
Yeah.
So you better like fish flavor.
Yeah, and I like fish.
Yeah, me
too.
I
prefer the shellfish.
Yeah? Lobster?
Oh, yeah, lobster, shrimp.
Lobster might be my favorite meat, folks.
Lobster, I honestly might agree with you.
Now, would I want to eat 5 lobster tails?
No.
You shouldn't do that.
No.
Because by the end, you're going to think this is a gross, rubbery meat that I'm eating.
No.
You eat one with your steak. That's how you do it.
You get your turf, or your surf, I mean. That's it.
I remember a video we did where we talked about our favorite chicken places.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And you two actually like the sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Which brings me to the point.
Yeah.
Via this website, the #1 barbecue sauce is Trader Joe's Kansas City barbecue sauce.
That's
Never had it.
Never had it.
I haven't either. I haven't had a lot of barbecue sauces though.
No,
Sweet
to me,
Baby Ray's original.
I can go off the top from what I know.
I have had that
Oklahoma.
one, and that one is delicious.
So I had Sweet Baby Ray's today on my grilled chicken breast.
Yeah.
Just a wonderful, wonderful sauce. I am not a huge fan of what I would say is the just blandest type off-brand sauce, which is Hunt's. Kraft is okay. We have one. I mean, I don't know where it's from, but Stubbs is pretty good.
I'd had that one.
Oh,
on
did
that
it?
List, yeah.
Head Country.
Head Country locally is pretty.
Head Country
wonderful. Dry rub is actually delicious.
Yeah.
I'm
not a huge barbecue sauce with my smoked meat.
Honestly, if it's done
yeah.
the way that like the smokiness becomes the flavor,
yeah,
then you don't need a sauce in my eyes.
A lot of times Kansas City style like ribs will be smoked. Yeah, they'll lather it in barbecue sauce several times during the smoking.
Yeah.
So it becomes part of the flavor. Yeah.
Real good, but I don't really want to dip it in a cold barbecue sauce. Get that potent, sweet I usually eat spicy barbecue.
I would prefer, I always prefer spicy. Me too. I truly agree with that. Now, you can't make your own. I don't know how, but you can make your own if you want.
Yeah.
Well, this one is specifically for the Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. Ooh. But it is vinegar,
ketchup,
molasses.
Worcestershire, brown sugar, molasses, salt.
Or as I like to say, Worcestershire, because who really knows?
Nobody knows how to pronounce it. But for now, I'd like to pause and take 5 seconds to present our sponsors, which are nobody.
Yeah.
And thank you. Go ahead, Noah.
That's probably about this time. About the time where you got to do a commercial break.
Yeah, we don't got that yet, but we will.
Sweet Baby
We're a hidden
Ray's
gem.
Does have a spicy version.
Head Country has a spicy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I'm going to go back to
it is
beverages.
tomato-based.
We're going to do a full-on review.
Beverage me.
If you're going with barbecue, what do you prefer? Do you like a heavier beer? Darker? You like a lighter beer?
Definitely
or do you like
lighter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't even really have to ask the question any further. I prefer lighter on almost every situation possible.
Now, for me, I prefer lemonade.
Like a lemonade?
The hard lemonade?
Beverage?
No, just the lemonade.
No. You don't even want beer at all?
With a barbecue?
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Yes, I prefer lemonade.
Yeah.
Homemade lemonade.
Or grilling or anything?
Grilling is a different story.
Yeah, it is definitely a different story.
Yeah, no, it's tough.
Because I feel
You're getting into so many different areas.
I prefer
of the palate.
The effect that grilling gives you.
Mm-hmm.
Grilling is more of you're talking with your buddies, grilling,
So for
smoking.
you, a grill out or a barbecue type setting is the joy.
It's more
not
of
always the
it's
food.
more of the coming together.
Standing around the grill, watching the grill master flip the food.
I know.
Yeah, that's one of the best parts.
That is the...
It's not really even about eating it.
No,
it's really
honestly,
not.
I would agree.
It's like today we had a barbecue and we had a nice evening.
And it was just
hanging
fun.
out.
Yeah, but what do you remember? You don't really... Yeah, of course you remember the food,
camaraderie in the family.
but you remember the conversation.
Yeah.
That's the best part of a barbecue, to me. That's why
Or
I
in
don't
my
really
case,
care.
I drank 32 ounces of Miller High
And
Life,
you
and I don't
barely
remember it.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. What did I even eat?
Sir, I think...
I'm just kidding.
I think you had
I'm
chicken.
Just kidding. But yeah, no, the barbecue in and of itself is an event.
Oh, yeah.
So, to me, when I say barbecue, it's not even talking about the type of food we're going to be eating.
Well, there
You're just going to the barbecue.
You're not saying there's going to be barbecue sauce there.
No, just going to the barbecue.
Yeah.
Cookout.
Yeah, like a cookout.
Yeah. I agree.
Because, like I was saying, and I don't know if y'all will agree, but smoking, you can go check the meat and then not come back for an hour. Grilling is
longer.
or longer. Grilling is you have to continuously check it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Get a nice meat thermometer.
Yeah. Because smoking, you'll go inside, talk, go outside for 2 seconds.
Yeah, check it, make sure it's
open
even.
the smoker.
Yeah,
the smoke comes flying out.
Yeah, the wood's burning nicely.
Yeah.
And that's why I prefer grilling compared to smoking.
Yeah, because, just for ease.
Yeah.
You can go out and whip up a steak or a chicken breast much faster than you can smoking a whole
3 racks of ribs.
Or 3 racks of ribs.
Now,
or a huge brisket or a roast or something.
Something that was very delicious today. Our mother drenched her. I say drenched, it's more lathered.
Yeah, lathered.
Her chicken with cheese and green onion, or red bell pepper and onion.
Mm-hmm. Made it almost kind of a Monterey chicken type style dish.
It looked like the best chicken I've ever seen.
Yeah, chicken is so versatile.
It really is, and grilling it that's a good way to do it.
Honestly, I know a lot of people are probably going to get mad that we're not going to give fried chicken its due.
I actually do not.
I prefer grilled chicken.
Yeah. Well, especially for a chicken breast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to beat grilled.
It really is.
Now, a chicken,
you can get it juicy.
A tender, that almost has to be fried.
Yeah. Now, obviously, like a Chick-fil-A fried, that's a fried chicken breast.
Yeah.
Fillet of a breast.
Uh-huh.
And that is good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Maybe better than grilling. But
maybe.
It's hard. You can't do that yourself.
No, you can't. It's so much harder. And chicken, is one of those meats that if you eat it undercooked, you're very high probability you're getting sick.
Yeah.
Like meat, you cook it to 140, both sides, as long as they're seared and bacteria is gone.
Yeah,
beef steak.
Yeah,
beef as long as you get the bacteria.
The middle can almost be cold.
Mm-hmm.
If you, now it's going to sound a little gory for a second, but if you were to cut up a cow right now, you would be able to eat it. 10 seconds on each side.
Searing both sides to get the bacteria off. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need. Now, fish is different. You can eat that raw.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand.
Sushi is good. Y'all are not sushi lovers?
I've never had it.
You've ever had it?
I've never had it, but every fish I've had, I
What I would do if I were to go eat sushi right now as the first time is get it tempura fried. So it's flash fried to where it doesn't feel like you're eating raw.
We're not even talking about barbecue.
And you like crab meat, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably want to get like a crab roll.
Yeah.
Some type of crab roll. But or shrimp, something like that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go for like a hearty tuna roll or something like that.
Yeah. So you're a tuna roll eater yourself.
I can eat any form of sushi.
Very good.
As long as it doesn't have wasabi on it.
Wasabi?
I'm not a big fan of wasabi. I know that most people dip their sushi in the wasabi, at least here in Oklahoma. I am not a fine diner, okay? I'm not. You probably have heard me this whole podcast and think, what is this guy? Didn't even know anything about delicacies. but anyways, in my experience of eating sushi, most of it's pretty good.
I mean, you know what they say?
Tuna.
I think never eat sushi in Oklahoma.
Raw,
yeah.
Yeah, because if you think about it, all right, so here's the reason that's said. Where are you going to get the best sushi at? Up north.
Probably.
Northeast.
East Coast.
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah, or on the coast, where the fish is fresher.
Yeah.
It's more fresh when you're at the coast. Because there's less time from the ocean that it's caught to the land.
Yeah.
It's just from ease of access, it's just more fresh. But think about it. Wherever the fish is from, wherever it was harvested, bountiful harvest, it's got to make its way to the middle of the United States.
Almost the centermost state
Yeah.
in the United States.
And then it's thawed, because it has to have been frozen.
I would think.
And then put into sushi.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not getting quality.
It goes both ways. I mean,
yeah, it does.
Because if you're fresh beef. Massachusetts, it's the beef. Yeah, they're gonna have fresh beef there, but not like Texas.
Yeah, The cattle are...
Or even here.
Free range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be not the big meat farms where they're just bred to give meat and stuff. It's going to be fresh, more fresh.
It's a bit of chin hair on the mic.
But
I like Mexican food. You can get some good, at least Tex-Mex style
Tex-Mex
Mexican
style.
food here.
Mm-hmm. Not Taco Bell, Baja Blast.
No. Like mom and pop Mexican joints.
Yeah, that are trying to be traditional, but they're Americanized. Yeah. That's why they call it Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Because Texas being the closest to the Mexican border.
Yeah.
You
go to New Mexico, you're going to have a little bit less of that, quesadillas, fajitas, tacos on the menu.
Yeah. Have more of the carnitas and...
Yeah. But I like the quesadillas, fajitas,
and things like that.
Tacos.
I do. I can't say that I've never had authentic.
Which talking Mexican about grilled beef, fajita beef, that magic seasoning, secret seasoning that they somehow get on it.
Yeah, I've tried many of times to make good fajitas, and it's just hard.
I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. I never cut it correctly. I never do anything correctly.
I think the biggest thing with fajitas is getting that homemade tortilla.
That always helps everything.
The tortilla will help, even if it's a bad cut of meat or you didn't do a good enough job with seasoning or whatever. A good tortilla is...
For authenticity,
yeah,
the fajita is the biggest part.
Yeah, for sure.
See?
I would agree with that. And if we're talking desserts, what do you guys like? You like a good pie? Apple pie?
I say for barbecue.
Yeah, what do you like to wash your barbecue down with?
You see, I actually think an apple pie is too much for barbecue.
Too succulent of a dessert?
Yeah, it kind of seems like a Thanksgiving...
Yeah, exactly.
That's more hearty.
I
get a big slice of apple pie.
For barbecue.
With turkey.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe...
Good brownie?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Fluffy delicacy that is cheesecake.
Yeah.
Or like
something more summery. Brownies,
yeah.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream on top of
sundae.
Like a cookie. Yeah, sundae. Sundae is like the epitome of what I would imagine at a barbecue.
Yeah.
You get not only do you just go through these big tins and just random collection of pans full of food, bowls full of food covered with saran wrap that have flies buzzing around.
Yeah.
Especially here.
Yeah, in Oklahoma it's bad. Then you just have a big sundae bar afterwards.
Yeah.
Cover it in whatever you want.
That's a good way to do it, for sure.
I'm a huge fan of cheesecake, though.
Yeah, cheesecake.
I love cheesecake.
I like a good cheesecake.
Have you ever seen the Worth It channel?
YouTube?
By BuzzFeed?
Yeah, by BuzzFeed.
I love
Worth
It.
Yes.
I love Worth It.
Well, they did a cheesecake, and most of the time they really only choose the cheap or the medium option. They really never choose the most expensive.
Only in rare occasions.
Yeah, only in very rare.
Just because,
like steak, I'm sure you'd most likely choose the most expensive.
Do they choose what? Do they just say which one's better? Or
So
say,
which one they think is the best for the value that you bought it at?
That price.
Like $1 donut versus $100 donut with gold flakes on it.
How is it worth to its price point?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Because obviously it's all subjective whether you think $1 donut is better than a $100 donut. Take the price out of it.
Yeah.
In the comparison, but is it worth the $100?
Right.
Which one is better at its price point?
Okay.
Well,
so that's what they do.
One of them chose, I think it was like $1.50 for a slice, and it looked like the best cheesecake.
Of cheesecake?
Yeah.
What was the extravagant version?
It was like a creme brulee kind of.
Generally, the most expensive in the dessert
It also
realm.
has like gold.
It has like gold shavings,
Yeah.
edible gold,
Yeah.
and things like that, which to me is just
Whereas the thing with the cheesecake
outlandish.
is traditional cheesecake is pretty much made the same
Right.
everywhere. The crust is variable.
Yeah, or if
Yeah.
they add any like toppings.
Yeah.
Which chocolate is pretty good on a cheesecake.
I prefer
agree, like a drizzle.
like a strawberry drizzle.
Yeah, strawberry.
I prefer
strawberry
cherry.
cheesecake.
You think cherry?
Mhm.
I actually like strawberry.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go out and say something a little bit weird. I like the no-bake Jell-O cheesecake just as much as I do regular
He's leaving.
He's out. There's two guys on a couch
Leaving
again.
the set. Now, what do you mean by that? I don't know if I've had it.
So no-bake
It's
Jell-O
Jell-O. It's
cheesecake.
Jell-O.
Well, it's not Jell-O, but it's Jell-O brand.
It's Jell-O brand, but you put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and it turns into Jell-O cheesecake.
So it's not like a baked cheesecake.
It's a no-bake cheesecake.
What about the crust?
It is awful.
Graham cracker. Just graham cracker crust. Like it's pre-made.
It comes with the crust?
Uh-huh.
So you buy it, and there's a crust
That you comes with
in a
it.
Jell-O packet? How does that work?
So let me...
So, okay, you buy the crust separately,
Okay.
and then you buy
and
the
it's
Jell-O
made out of
packet.
a
Buy the
pan
crust
that's
separately.
shaped in its cheesecake pan.
Okay. What is that?
So this is no bake cheesecake right here.
Yeah.
So you mix it your butter, milk, the packaging, like whatever they decide goes in a cheesecake, and then it just cools into
How
like
firm is it?
It's much less firm than like a true cheesecake.
It's like a firmer Jell-O. That's exactly what it is.
I would agree with that.
It's a banana pudding that has been crusted almost.
Yeah.
Without the crusty filling.
Kind of a pudding texture?
It is.
Yeah, it's much less cake.
Yeah.
A cheesecake is kind of like a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's in the title.
Yeah.
They wouldn't
and
call
it's
it
cream
cheesecake
cheese.
without
It's cream
the cake.
cheese. It's not like cheese. It's not like cheddar jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like lighter and fluffy desserts with my barbecue.
You can
Browns,
see. You see,
cookies.
I'll eat no bake cookies.
Like peanut
But
butter cookies.
No, not really. But I will not eat a no bake cheesecake.
You don't really like those?
I do
Dad
not
prefers
like 'em.
them.
I've never had one, but now I'm interested.
They're good. They're good. I've got one. I just forgot to make it.
Well, I mean, we've talked about the meats themselves a little bit, and the drinks a little bit, and the dessert. And we talked about barbecue sides.
Sauce. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we really talked about like a grill out side dish much.
No, we
If
didn't.
any.
No, I don't think
Or even
so.
what we ate.
No, we
today.
didn't today. Your baked potato.
Yeah.
Your baked potato.
Yeah.
You can get it, with just butter,
You can
cheese.
get a loaded baked potato.
Or you get your bacon bits on there with some chives.
And something I like to do is get a loaded baked potato, but instead of where you'd put the bacon traditionally on a loaded, I cut up little bits of steak and
Whoa.
Ooh,
put
that's
it in
like
there.
gourmet. That's like gourmet baked potato.
And it is
You get your corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob.
Buttered.
Yeah, grilled is the way to
buttered
go.
and grilled.
Grill that cob.
On the cob.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Some tin foil. Get that steam nice, good.
Succulent cob.
Man. Succulent cob.
Yeah.
Your green beans.
That's a staple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes.
I actually had mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you did. They were just boxed potatoes, too.
And green beans with my ribeye steak.
Yeah, you did. Oh, I want to redo it.
Which is kind of hard to beat.
Yeah, it's those are the things that if I'm eating a steak, those are usually next to my steak.
Now,
I
I don't know about
fries.
y'all.
I like steak fries.
I don't know about y'all, but I love barbecue. I love grilling.
Yeah.
But it is not something that you can do every day.
No,
it's tough. It's because it is an event.
Yeah.
It's not just
if you were like
dinner
cooking if you grilled every day for dinner, that'd be a huge
undertaking.
Hassle every time.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
You got to go turn on your grill. Make sure it's the temp. If are you cooking with propane or charcoal?
You don't even attempt to do it every night if you're doing charcoal.
Oh no,
It is definitely a once a week
Yeah.
For a lot of people,
at most.
So really,
2
for
to
us,
3, if that.
For us,
I'd say it should be at least a monthly thing.
Yeah.
But at most, a weekly thing.
For us, it's like a monthly thing.
Yeah. As the whole family gets together, the grill master makes hot dogs, burgers. We didn't even talk about burgers.
Easter type of deal.
Yeah, usually a holiday's attached.
That's like April 27th
or some kind of
it's
event.
Very late.
Your baby showers, your birthdays, things like that.
July.
4th of July is a huge day.
Always.
I think 4th of July is one of the days where America consumes the most meat.
That and Thanksgiving.
Christmas is pretty high.
Something that I like in recent years, our family has done on Memorial Day. They'll do like a barbecue, but they'll cook like brats and wieners.
Oh yeah, I love good bratwurst.
Yeah,
I actually almost prefer that to like a smokeout.
Yeah,
me too.
I would definitely agree more than your brisket, your ribs.
I like a good bratwurst, and I like to eat 5.
I know. Slap it on a hot dog bun.
Bratwurst with chips, and that's it.
Oh, we haven't mentioned chips. Like what is your favorite type of chip to eat with
jalapeno kettle cooked
with a hot dog?
I've actually been eating a lot of those lately.
Kettle cooked chips.
That or
jalapeno flavor.
Jalapeno flavor, like 4 or 5 bags in the last 2 weeks.
Heck
it's
yeah.
definitely that.
Do you prefer the Lay's, or have you ever tried the
There's Jack's or Clancy.
There's also a Mrs. Vicky's.
There is Miss Vicky's. Is that the Subway kind?
Yeah. I prefer the Lay's, definitely.
Yeah.
There's the brand with the ship on it.
That's Clancy, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's Clancy. I'm gonna give that a Google.
That jalapeno flavor is off the chain.
Yeah.
They're so crunchy that they'll ring your ear.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
It's loud.
The crunch.
It's it's just Kettle brand.
Kettle brand.
They're good. They're real good. They're the closest to me in reference to the Lay's kind. Yeah, I would agree.
If it's not Lay's, if there's none in stock, my number two choice, Funyuns.
Funyuns.
I love Funyuns.
Funyuns is one of those things. It's a tremendous snack chip to just eat.
Yeah, but in pair with a meal.
Like with a turkey sandwich.
No. I can only eat it with like hot dogs.
Yeah.
Really?
If I were to eat it with something.
Yeah.
See, for me, I eat Funyuns just to eat Funyuns.
Yeah.
I don't eat it in pairing to something else.
For my lunch at work, I eat Funyuns and a turkey sandwich.
Really?
Yeah.
See, a lot of folks love potato chips, like the original style potato chips with their like hot dogs.
Yeah, just Lay's
or burgers. Burgers
Lay's
is something we
chips.
Haven't mentioned.
No, we haven't. Do you like cheese?
Yes.
What do you like? Are you a ham? Are you a bacon? Do you like mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise? How do you accessorize your burger? Do you like onions?
A grilled burger is a very difficult thing to do well.
Because it's very hard to cook it through.
Because you want to cook it through, so you just go ahead and burn
jar them. You just jar them to the point where they're like dry meat in your mouth.
The burger I like.
Yeah.
You get a delicious juicy patty with cheese in
80-20 Chuck?
Yeah. With the cheese
80-20
in it. A juicy Lucy.
Whoa.
With grilled sautéed onions. Now I'm not sure, a lot of people don't like onions.
Cheese on the center?
Yeah.
You talking about Juicy Lucy?
Yeah, I said Juicy Lucy.
I know, but I'm not a huge purveyor of Juicy Lucy's, I guess.
Onions and maybe a little bit of mustard.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
See, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and tell a quick story here.
Go ahead.
I mean, since we're on the topic of these kind of meats, I'm going to go ahead and bring up some of the top hamburger chains. McDonald's can't eat a burger with the dehydrated onions. I'm not a big fan of those.
I actually like them.
I do like how they use mustard and ketchup. I know Landon is not a mustard fan.
Right.
So I would imagine that he always gets plain with his cheese, meat and cheese.
Like a quarter pounder, yeah.
Yeah, quarter pounder plain. On the quarter pounder, I do like the mustard, ketchup,
pickle? Does it have pickle?
Pickle and onion.
Do you like Mac sauce on the Big Mac?
I do like Mac sauce.
No, that's mayo based.
I know it is mayonnaise based. I also like ranch.
Yeah,
Also,
which is also mayo based.
Pretty much mayonnaise.
It's
with
mayonnaise
zest.
with zest. Yeah, with whatever, something that makes it a little bit more liquefied.
But it's just the
Less
straight
viscous.
white. The straight white you don't like.
I love plain Greek yogurt, and I'll add in some blueberries or some granola. But I do not like sour cream on anything.
Now, sour cream
anything.
has a pretty potent flavor.
Yeah, it does.
Mayonnaise doesn't as much
But
as
it's
sour
just
cream.
gross to me. Oil,
Yeah.
eggy,
Pretty
gross
much egg
white.
and oil. I am not a big fan, but I would choose it probably over, I don't know, mustard.
See, and I respect that, but I also have to disagree. But that's because I like mustard. As far as the three condiments go, to me it's mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise in the hierarchy.
On
of
burgers?
condiments. Yeah.
What about
on
mayo
burgers?
chop?
I wouldn't try it. Just
You know,
'cause
actually,
I feel like it's
mayo
it's
chop.
kind of hurting ketchup's rep.
Heinz mayo chop.
Fry sauce?
Freddy's
Is
fry
mayo
sauce
and ketchup.
I know it is, but you
on a
don't think it is.
Yeah.
It's because it's dressed up.
For me, actually, on a burger, it's mustard, mayo, ketchup.
Okay.
On a hot dog, it's ketchup, mustard, never
you like
put
ketchup
mayo.
more on your hot dog
Yep.
because what do you eat on a hot dog? You eat ketchup?
I love ketchup.
Uh-huh.
I don't eat it on a weenie.
Yeah, you eat it as a dipping sauce.
Yeah.
You dip
So,
your chicken tenders or your...
I'll do chili and cheese.
Okay.
Which I don't like chili.
Or just the naked weenie.
Unless it's my mother's homemade chili.
I'd see.
That's slow
Naked
cooks
weenie
all day.
might...
That's delicious chili.
I think you might be a serial killer.
A weenie.
Naked weenie.
And a bun, yeah.
I can't do flavorless weenie on a bun.
No,
Unless it's an all beef.
Yeah, you need a good quality
Yeah,
weenie.
you do. You
But
can't eat
even-
a bar S.
Even
Yeah.
on
I
a
agree.
ballpark Nathan's hot dog, I still like sauteed onions and cheese with mustard on it.
Yeah.
I prefer it. But if it's a good wiener,
If it has cheese and
I will eat wiener
onions,
and
like
dog.
I said, I'll eat
Wiener
mustard
and
on
dog.
it. But if it's just the hot dog itself, I have to have ketchup.
And a lot of people are that way with corn dogs. They won't eat it without mustard.
I cannot eat a corn dog without lathering it in mustard.
I can't.
Not
eat
only
a
do I
corn
put
dog.
Period?
I don't like corn dogs.
I like to put it on my plate, mustard to the edge, come over to the other side, and then what's left over on the plate, I dip the bite I'm about to take in the mustard. That's just what I do with the corn dog.
Yeah.
I mean, because mustard to me is it vinegar based?
Yeah,
Mustard seed, I know. Yeah, mustard and vinegar, like it's very potent.
It's a potent
It's very
flavor.
sour.
It's a
if you were
sour
to state it
flavor.
by
It's
itself.
something that you've got to acquire.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just are born disliking or liking mustard, but if you don't, well, actually, it's either something you like or dislike.
Yeah.
There's usually no I'm fine.
You either
You
love it or hate it.
Exactly.
We're
And I
gonna
would agree.
delve into the mind of Dolan real quick.
Yeah.
I love tomato-based products,
Me too.
but I hate
Pasta.
tomatoes.
Themselves like a slice.
Yeah.
Like a slice of tomato.
Yeah.
I love spaghetti,
Yeah.
especially with the good
Fine.
red gravy.
fine
fine
gravy.
I love ketchup on
Yeah.
a few things.
See, to me,
What about salsa? What
I
about
love
like a
salsa. I
Yeah.
love salsa.
that is just ground up tomatoes with a little bit of flavor from other
But I
vegetables.
cannot eat a raw tomato.
The problem, I am the same way. The problem I have is just the texture, I think.
Yeah, texture of the tomatoes is, and there's so many different types. You get your Roma, or
Also,
your slicer tomato,
It's
your
a vegetable
hot
and a
house.
fruit. Just make up your mind.
Yeah.
Seeded, you get your grapes, tomatoes. There's so many different,
I honestly think I would like the grape.
because they're more
tomato,
robust. They've got
cherry
more of
tomato.
a flavor. I would agree.
I dislike them more than big tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's strange. That's strange that you are like that.
But yeah, I love a high quality tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just put the sauce all over the place.
Just give me all the sauce.
Salsa and
Good
ketchup.
salsa.
All of them.
But
The
you're not.
trifecta.
But you can't just eat a tomato.
Oh, I definitely can.
I think we've strayed away
especially
from...
on like a sandwich.
I think we've strayed away from the barbecue, and this is just a food episode.
Because if you think about it, there are so many things that encompass... If you're eating a burger at a barbecue or a grill out,
actually,
a cookout,
on the topic of tomatoes...
It matters what you put on it.
On the topic of tomatoes, another thing I like with tomatoes, barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I know. You get tomato-based
products.
Some of them.
Most,
not all
actually,
of them.
And a lot of them
most good ones are tomato-based.
A lot of them are actually ketchup-based.
I know.
Yeah,
that is the
ketchup.
Like
I know is like the base of the sauce.
Hunt's makes a barbecue, and it's ketchup with barbecue flavor.
Yeah. Oh, if you go to like, we have locally, and in Texas, there's Rudy's Barbecue.
Yeah. Rudy's Barbecue.
Their sauce is very unique and different than any I've ever had, but it's good.
Like, I remember one time going to Rudy's with Garrison and TC, and, they just went in. They were like, I want pulled pork, I want brisket, I want ribs.
Yeah.
They just ordered it, took it out, got back to the house to eat, and their pulled pork was littered with onions. And I can't remember which one of them it is that despises onions more than the
Garrison,
other.
Isn't it?
I think both of them are...
I think both of them don't like him. And it's not even necessarily the flavor. It's the texture. It's one of those things that is like onion.
You see, I don't mind
big
coconut,
greasy onion.
But coconut's too chewy, too ground up.
The consistency.
Yeah.
Coconut bothers me because the flavor is good, but
I'm not even really that big on the flavor.
Yeah, it's not like the
Like
greatest thing in the world.
I have never, and I will never eat an Almond Joy.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross. Can't do it.
But I like the Samoas.
The Samoa cookies?
But
I can, but when you get a
when you
raw
get a big
coconut,
chunk of coconut.
I prefer have you
ever ate a piece of raw coconut?
Yeah, yes. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing.
It's even more different than the kind that's like shaving. Like a coconut peel. Yeah. I don't know what you call it.
Because I think that's roasted.
It is. It's like a cooked roasted, and that's why it's got a little bit of orange to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better for sure than raw.
Oh yeah, I can't do raw. I don't even like coconut milk. No. I couldn't do it. If I was stranded on an island and obviously it was just me and Wilson, I would eat coconuts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I mean, Wilson would.
Would you drink coconut milk?
Get tired of it. I would.
You'd almost have to because
the only form of clear water.
If you're stranded, you're in the ocean, and the ocean is undrinkable.
Yeah, you can't drink salt water; it'll drive you crazy.
Yeah. So
it actually dehydrates you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You'd have to drink.
It furthers the process that your body's already started without water.
You'd have to. I won't get into Bear Grylls talk, but you and I would know what you'd have to do to get water.
Yeah. Side question.
Squeeze it from elephant dung.
No. Or drink your own pee, which you can only do like once or twice cleanly.
Yeah.
Because once you've further processed.
Yeah, you need to figure out a way to boil the seawater.
Yeah, to get the salt out.
And distill it.
Which is hard with no.
Which is why you'd have to drink
materials.
Coconut until you run out.
Just side question. What would you die of first? Hunger, dehydration, or sleep deprivation?
Sleep deprivation.
That's so strange to me that you die of that before dehydration.
You're saying this is a fact?
Yeah.
Even over water? Or dehydration?
You can go longer without liquid than you can without sleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or if you
and with hunger,
you can go like a month.
I mean, as long as you have plenty of hydration,
yeah, you can go a long time.
You can go a long time without food. Obviously, you don't want to. Your body would be malnourished,
and it would start eating at your own fat cells.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get skinny quick.
Eventually,
without food, and the muscle too. You'll just be a decrepit, malnourished skeleton.
Yeah.
That can't hardly move because your muscles don't function properly. But yeah, you can go longer.
It really makes you want to go sleep, doesn't it?
Without water or food than you can without sleep.
Yeah.
If you're being deprived of those three essential things,
that's no good.
I always found that to be shocking. I don't know how it correlates to barbecues. But
yeah, you better sleep before a barbecue, fellows and females.
Well, I know that these guys got to go to bed, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up here pretty quick. But I want to leave with one thing. How is it proper to put sour cream on a taco? Taco Bell, I ordered a number 11, which you may not know, you may know.
I don't.
Is the 3 Doritos Locos Tacos meal. Comes with a medium drink.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to choose Baja Blast, because if I'm going to Taco Bell, you better believe I'm getting their signature drink.
The only time you can, unless
it's signature drink.
How do you run out of your signature drink? Yes. Popularized by Taco Bell, Baja Blast, Mountain Dew.
Yeah. For those on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. And I ordered it thinking I was getting just the 3 regular Doritos Locos Tacos. I don't even mind the lettuce and cheese.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But as I drove away, just so excited to open up the taco.
Cool, crisp,
the crunchy
refreshing.
wrap. Just drunk a drink of my Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Went to take a bite. Didn't check it, because, you know, Taco Bell is always good to me.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. And what they did was gave me a large drink. And they upsized me without me asking.
Yeah.
And they upsized it to the Supreme meal.
Mm.
And we all know that the Supreme comes with sour cream.
So you got a big white mouthful.
Yeah. More sour cream than taco.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're
lovely.
you're me, you don't want any ratio other than taco. Just taco.
100% taco.
No sour cream.
No sour cream.
Yeah.
Instead, it was 90% sour cream, 10% taco.
Yeah, they put big
Put an
globs.
entire.
No. It's not like an
So
even layer.
No.
So what happened is, I'll tell you their secret. They were running out of their tube, and they're just like, throw it all on there.
On one taco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The others were okay. I was able to just scrape off the layer and leave my meat stained
Meat
with white.
and shell.
Yeah. And it just... it was disappointing. I much preferred the barbecue that we had tonight.
Yeah.
I don't blame you there.
But anyways, guys, do you have anything else to add?
No.
Nope.
No.
You know, I hope anybody who listens enjoyed this episode. And if anything you took from this, it was nonsensical. But if you have taken anything away from this, just know that a good time with your family, your friends, whoever you may be around, just enjoy it. Enjoy life.
A good time is those that you spend with people you care about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just enjoy your life every day. Make the most out of it. Dominate your dash.
Yeah.
Just go and get it. Do something that you wouldn't normally do. Just have fun. Make it worthwhile. Our time's limited.
Yeah.
It's limited every day. And that may scare you. You may thrive in it. But just enjoy it. Enjoy your days.
Thank you.
Well, that ends it. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.